Hey, it's me, Sarah Jean. Wash your hands. Wash your mouth. That's a thing now. We're here, live, with you. It's Friday night at John's home studio. Anyway. We're here live at John's home studio. We do this every Friday at 6:30-ish p.m. most Fridays. If you want to know why we do what we do and why we do it, good luck figuring that out. If you want to learn more about our giant Swedish meatball factory, you can find out about that at johnshomestudio.com. That's JOHNSHOMESTUDIO.com. If you are interested in a variety of things and maybe learning about things that we like, you can like us on Facebook. You can follow JHS _ the other John Larson on Instagram. We're starting this early today. And we are streaming live on YouTube. So make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. This is where we are today. Have you ever really looked at a goose? Looked at its eyes? We're also supported by Vimneuma Media. That's VIMPNEUMA Media, MEDIA. If you'd like more information about that, you can go to Vimneuma on Instagram or VIMPNEUMA.com. Again, I'm Sarah Jean. Wash your hands. We don't need to go through that whole spiel again. Spiel. But we're so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. We all are so glad you're here. We're glad to be here. We love this so much. I speak for all of us in the world. All of us in the world. Very excited. Tonight, man, my timing is just really off. I apologize. Anyway, I almost got into a car crash today, and it was not my fault. It was literally 5 minutes ago. I was driving, and that's it. I was driving, and I almost got into a car crash, and I didn't do anything except for drive slowly down the road, and then this guy tried to pull out of a parking lot when I was there, and then he threw hands at me, and then I got scared, so I just scowled at him and also threw hands, and then became afraid. He didn't follow me, though, so we're good. So anyway, really excited. Tonight we have a band. Surprise, surprise. Do you want to know more about that band? I bet you do, because you're going to love them if you don't already love them. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you want to listen to them, the as yet unnamed band, you can find more about them on Spotify and iTunes and wherever you listen to your music. They also have real CDs. Real CDs! Man, timing is just off today. I'm so sorry. They have a new album out. You can listen to it on all those places. They're called the Roland Roberts Band, and if you go to RolandRobertsBand.com, you can find more information about them direct from the source. Anyway, I'm gonna jet out of here because it is all about the timing, and it's just not what I'm about right now.
Well, for a new album out called All About the Timing, I'd say the timing of that introduction was just about spot on. For those of you that don't know, we released our album called All About the Timing about 1 week before COVID came out. So how's that for timing? Oh man, multiple cameras. This is fancy. I don't even know which one to look at. Well, we are the Roland Roberts Band, for those of you that don't know us, which if you're listening, I'm assuming it's probably all of you. Normally I say that's probably most of you that don't know us, but if you're sitting around on Friday night watching YouTube videos and you stumbled on to Roland Roberts, you probably know who we are. So, thank you for tuning in. This is our very first internet concert. I've never done an internet concert with one camera, much less 3 or 4 of them. So I'm gonna do my best to look you in the eye while I'm playing. We're gonna play some songs off a new record we put out, and like I said and our lovely hostess said, it's called All About the Time, and this first one is called Beautiful Soul. It goes like this. I heard winter was rough in Toronto. You should come to Colorado, 'cause I swear the sunshine here, it'll make you smile. You can stay a while. And we can stay up all night talking like we did up in the Yukon, in that cabin out in the woods last July. But when you saw me cry, and where you came from, I don't know. I just thank my lucky stars and go about my day wondering how I paid the toll to find such a beautiful soul. Just to speak of the things we spoke of was like a dream, but I never woke up. I can't believe how easily you got to me. It made me see that all those heavy loads I carried were too much for me to bear, and I'd become so tangled up in all that's wrong. I was almost gone. Where you came from, I don't know. I just thank my lucky stars and go about my day wondering how I paid the toll to find such a beautiful soul. Well, I'm sure we'll meet again on down the road in some other place, only heaven knows. Till then I'll try and keep you on my mind most of the time. 'Cause it's a lovely life we're living, and I'm so happy to been given just one little chance to see that side of you. And you saw me too. Where you came from, I don't know. I just thank my lucky stars and go about my day wondering how I paid the toll to find such a beautiful soul. How did I ever pay the toll to find such a beautiful soul? Hey. All right, thank you. So, man, this is a trip. Me and the boys, we feel like we're in a studio. We're normally playing in loud-ass honky-tonks and roadhouses and farmers markets and sometimes an occasional racetrack. That has happened. So we're used to all kind of background noise. I can hear myself so clear, like it's kind of crazy, man. I'm not as good a singer as I thought I was. This next one is it's called Picture on the Wall. It's another song off a new record we got out, and that record is called All About the Time. And I'll probably repeat that more times than I should, but I just want to make sure you remember it. If you listen to music on the internet, you know, like 99% of the population does these days, just check it out on Spotify or iTunes or Amazon Music or Apple Music or you know, any other one that I might not be mentioning. SoundCloud, it's another one. My friends in Canada, they love SoundCloud. This one's called Picture on the Wall. It's about growing up and getting old and losing touch with friends and how it's just something that happens and it's not really anybody's fault. We just all kind of get busy. Yeah, that one was called Picture on the Wall. I started writing it after walking past a picture of my grandpa on the wall at my grandma's house. You know, when you go to your grandparents' house and they've had the same pictures on the wall since the 70s or the 80s or 90s or whichever decade you were born in. And there'd been the same picture of my grandpa up there forever. And when I was about 35, I walked past it and I was like, whoa, guy kind of looks like me. You might say I look like him. I don't know. He was in his late 30s in the picture, and all of a sudden we really looked alike. So that's where the idea for that one came. Let me switch guitars real fast. How we doing, everybody? Boys, y'all all right? This is where I would ask the crowd, you feeling good? This is kind of like practice, except for we can hear ourselves way better. Yeah, this next one, so we're just running right through the album from top to bottom. So if you like what you're hearing, go online. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we got a brand new record out. It's called All About the Timing, and you can find it on iTunes or Spotify or Amazon Prime or anywhere else you might listen to your music. This is called Wake Up. This is a song about the opiate epidemic that's going on in the United States. I wrote it after I lost a very good friend of mine to an overdose 6 or 7 years ago.
Pockets get lined, gotta do something quick before we run out of time. So wake up like a 5 a.m. night. Just a little bit to help you carry your load. Grip so hard it won't let go. All right. And so having so many friends that have done so many internet concerts where it's just them sitting in front of their MacBook, you know, in the recliner in the living room, I feel good about this. I don't know. I feel like we're, we got some real professional stuff going on. I want to thank John and the home studio crew for having us out. This is our very first internet concert. I tell you, this is great practice for record number 2. For those of you that don't know, I recorded first record right after I moved to Alaska. I got a call to go over and play a show with a buddy of mine in Canada. And that kind of developed into me getting to go and record my first album with a great producer, Bob Hamilton at Old Crow Recording over in Whitehorse. And we had all session guys on the album, and also Bob himself played probably more than half of the instruments on there because I didn't know anyone yet. And so after we got that album recorded, I met this crew, and we've been playing together for about 2 years. So I've been writing all along, and we're going to do album number 2 together. So we're really looking forward to that, and we'll talk about that a little bit more here down the road. But, cheers to that. We're getting some great practice right now. Everybody's playing to the click just perfect. Wally sounds like a damn metronome back there. And while his Bonnie is still lying over the ocean, playing the mandolin and the lead guitar over there, the youngest of the crew, the gunslinger himself, the eternal cowboy in the tent in the rafter, the Anchorage anchor. He really likes wearing fancy shoes and combing his hair straight, but even more so, he likes partying. On the lead guitar and the mandolin, that's Matthew Fobian right there. We called him on a whim to see if he might want to sit in with us last summer. And he showed up with his whole rig, and it's like, yeah, so we'll just do the show. And we had not yet had a chance to practice. I was like, well, I'm good if you're good. Like, we got the rest of it. You're the lead guy. He's like, yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And it was fine, and it has been fine ever since. So we always laugh with the old Billy Madison line, man, am I glad I called that guy. He doesn't really look like Steve Buscemi, but, he's kind of played the same role there.
I might be happy for that, actually. That was sweet.
That's the greatest.
That was really sweet. Thank you.
Greatest compliment I could ever give somebody.
Oh, my God. I'm crying over here in the back.
He's no Reservoir Dog, but he is a hell of a guitar player. That's our really good friend, Matthew Fobian. So, one time, I'd gone over to Chicago to do some stuff, and I was driving back to Denver, and I was trying to make it back to Denver on a schedule because there was this guy playing at a little small theater in my neighborhood, and the dude's name was Tyler Childers, and he had an album out at the time called Bottles and Bobbles, but he didn't have his next album yet, and I had heard his first album, and I was like, man, this guy is going to be real famous. He was one of my favorite writers the very first time I heard him, and still is. But he was playing this little bitty theater right around the corner from my house, so I was very determined to make it to the show, so I bought tickets right away. And as life kind of happens, I ended up having to be in Chicago a couple of days before that. And so the whole time I was in Chicago, I was checking my watch, like, man, I got to be back in Denver Saturday by 7 o'clock so I can go see Tyler Childers play. So that was all that was on my mind, and I got out of Chicago on time. Everything was fine. I was driving across I-80. I was going to make it, and I got just past Omaha, Nebraska, into Lincoln, Nebraska, which if you've never been to Nebraska, they pretty much look the same. But nice towns, both of them.
and I hit a blizzard, and they closed down the interstate, and just life as I knew it stopped. I was like, well, what do I do? They're like, well, what do you mean? What do you do, man? You've stopped. Interstate's closed. So I hobbled into Lincoln, Nebraska, and went into the nearest bar that I could find and said, yeah, the interstate's closed. I was trying to make it to Colorado, and that's not happening. And nobody in Lincoln had any idea that the interstate was closed. So they asked, well, what are you going to do? I was like, well, I guess I'm going to sit here and hang out with you guys. They're like, all right, well, yeah, that's what you're going to do because you're clearly not going anywhere else. So let me buy you around, and, it's a bummer. You're not going to make the Tyler Childers show, but we're all right, folks. And they were, as it turned out. We had a great time. They were really, really good people. I think most people drive straight through Nebraska and don't even stop unless they need gas. But, there's a lot of great things you might miss out on. And I had done that. I'd driven across Nebraska like 10 times, and I never knew what a great place it was. So while I was sitting there stuck in Nebraska for 3 days, I wrote this song, and this one's called Sitting in Nebraska. Well, it's 31 degrees, the rain's turning to snow. I'm riding across Nebraska, got a couple 100 miles to go. And then my luck ran out, and it was very plain to see that I'd be stuck in Lincoln, and I just ran out of weed. 'Cause there ain't no going west, there's no going south, just sitting in Nebraska with no way of getting out. Perfect, baby. Well, everybody that I meet asks what I'm doing here. They say, I know you ain't on vacation, man, 'cause that'd be kinda weird. I tell them all I'm passing through, Mother Nature's shutting me down. And they say, well, since you got nowhere to be, let me buy you another round. 'Cause there ain't no going west, there's no going south, just sitting in Nebraska with no way of getting out. Well, if I had 3 wishes, I'd use all 3 to be back in my neighborhood with my friends and my weed. Tyler Childers was in town tonight, I had tickets to the show, but I'm stuck in Nebraska and I got nowhere else to go. 'Cause there ain't no going west, there's no going south, just sitting in Nebraska with no way of getting out. Just sitting in Nebraska with no way of getting out. All right. Okay. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I stepped on my own chord and completely lost sound there for about half a verse. I'm very proud of the fact that I didn't miss a beat. I hope nobody noticed it.
We just heard from John that I think we're good on that, so.
The man says we're good. So So most of the songs that are on that first record are about things that have happened to me over the last 10, 12 years of my life. Some of them were from 10 years ago. Some of them were as recently as 1 year, 2 years ago. This next one is one that came up a long time ago when I first started writing songs, in my mid-20s, I guess. And there was this guy I knew that just kind of in the middle of the week up and quit his day job and sold everything that wouldn't fit into his newly purchased VW van and packed up and went out on the road. And this is like before van life was a thing. You know, this is before hashtags were a thing, really, so you couldn't go hashtag van life. Yeah, we'll come back around, don't worry. See what I did there. This is our first attempt at actually adhering to a set list, and our set list is the album. And we're going to be a little bit out of order here, so if you're at home with your CD case and you're checking it off, we're out of order. We'd like to thank Wally for letting me know. I almost thought he had a B in his shirt over there, but as it turns out, he was going, nope, nope, nope. This is not in the order. So,
Bees in my shirt.
nonetheless, this next one is called Ramblin' Joe, and this is about a guy I knew who just, he had the right idea from a very young age. And he got rid of everything that wouldn't fit into his VW van, and he went out on the road. And this is, like I was saying before, I thought Wally had to be in his shirt. This is before, like, van life was cool. You know, this is before hashtags were a thing, so there weren't, like, people all over Instagram with their $120,000 vans going hashtag van life, hashtag thanks, Dad, hashtag trust fund, or whatever they do. I don't even know. I mean, we're talking like not an old bus, like an old hippie bus from you used to seeing like as an extra in Forrest Gump or some shit like that. This is like a 92 Vanagon, you know. It only runs on odd days of the week, even numbers it doesn't run. Like this guy happened to be a mechanic, so he made it work. And he wasn't a mechanic when he started, but by the time his trip was over with, he was a full-on VW mechanic. Now he has a VW custom van shop in Michigan. I'm drawing blank on the name of the shop, but he helps other people keep their 90s VW vans on the road. But this song is called Ramblin' Joe, and it's about him. Joe Henderson, wherever you are, I'm assuming somewhere in northern Michigan, probably a little bit colder than we are in Alaska right now. A lot of people don't know that. But I'm assuming you're doing good, man. You always are. Every time I've ever seen you at a Fish concert or a Dead concert or wherever it might be, usually one of those two places. You were doing great, so I hope you're doing great now, and I hope you like the song that I wrote about you, and I hope you don't mind that I tell people about you all the time. VW van and a tank top tan. He left town with a brand new plan, rambling. He's old Ramblin' Joe. He's got nowhere to be and everywhere to go. They tell you if you want to be happy, well, don't waste time. Get a house, new car, and a credit line. Not till then will your friends or your folks think you're doing fine. But old Joe just laughed and said it might be for you. I'ma do what I like and I'ma like what I do. So enjoy your little race and I'll see you on my next time through. Just a VW van and a tank top tan. He left town with a brand new plan, rambling. He's old Ramblin' Joe. He's got nowhere to be and everywhere to go. What about you? Well, some might call him lazy, some might call him crazy.
But old Joe doesn't care if you call him at all. 'Cause they don't have anything he don't need, and he sure as hell won't ever beg or plead. 'Cause old Joe ain't never got his back up against the wall. Just a beat-up van and a tank top tan, rolling around the country with a brand new plan. Rambling, yeah, he's old Rambling Joe. He ain't got nowhere to be and everywhere to go. Yeah, he's got nowhere to be and everywhere to go. That was Rambling Joe. All right, so I'm gonna do like we do after we've climbed about 2,000 feet, and I'm gonna shed a layer here. It's getting hot. You guys, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding.
I didn't know Roland wrote that song, too.
That's a nice shirt you got there, bud.
This is my Sun Records t-shirt. This is not the only Sun Records t-shirt I own. This one was a gift from Alvin's dad, David Fernandez. Shout out, Dave Fernandez.
Thanks for making me.
Thanks for making Alvin. Alvin never gets cold. He also never gets hot, apparently. He's wearing a hoodie back there. One time we were playing a show in Chitina, Alaska. If you have never been there, I believe you. Most people haven't. It's not a tourist destination. And Alvin had a jacket on, a light jacket, considering it was about 30 degrees, and we were playing outside. And all of a sudden, this crazy redneck dude in the crowd was like, "Hey, look, he's wearing a jacket. He must not be from here." I was like, "Well, sir, first of all, you're wearing a jacket. And of all the bandmates, he's the only one that actually is from here," which wasn't true, because Matt's also from here.
Yeah, but for the sake of the story, we can.
But for the sake of the story,
I cannot be from here. It's okay.
And Alvin doesn't get provoked easily, but he was clearly put off by this clown and insulting his jacket. So he's like, "Sir, your jacket's heavier than mine for one thing, and secondly, I just want to stay warm so I can continue to entertain you. So if it's okay, we're going to keep on making you happy. Is that all right?" I'm like, at this point, everybody in the crowd was like, "Oh, what a dick this guy is." And they were all looking at him. We're like, "All right, so if it's okay with Jacket Guy here, we're going to keep on playing." And then we played a cover song that went like this. Like this. Well, when you go down in Deep Ellum, put your money in your shoes. 'Cause them ladies in Deep Ellum got them Deep Ellum blues. And I said, "Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues." Well, once I knew a preacher preached that Bible through and through. Went down in Deep Ellum, now his preaching days are through. And I said, "Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues." better have your $10 ready, mama, when the policeman come. And I said, oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep bellum blues. Said, oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep bellum blues. Got them deep bellum blues. Well, when you go down in deep bellum, put your money in your shoes, 'cause them ladies in deep bellum got them deep bellum blues. And I said, oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep bellum blues. Said, oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep bellum blues. Said, oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep bellum
Well, we tried it, man. We did try to have a set list. You know, what are you gonna do?
First time Matt started playing with us, he's like, we should start having a set list. I go, it doesn't work.
It's never gonna happen.
This is living proof. This is, yes.
I used to have a stand-up bass player down in Colorado named Quinn McKay who would get so disgusted because he would make me write down like 30 songs in a row. And then we would get like 3 songs in and be like, all right, nope, not playing that one. Let's go to this one, number 27. And then we would go 27 to 4 to 16 to 9. And then it was just, yeah, just throw it in the trash, dude. I'm telling you, like it's, you know. And I thought, up until now, that you had to have a crowd to pick the song. You got to go off the crowd, off the energy. But nope, we got 2 people here, and they're both holding cameras, and we were going off their energy. So thank you to you guys. This is another one off the album. This is a slow song. This is called Don't Tell Me Goodbye. Alvin bought me a pick holder a while back, and I still stick all of my picks in my pocket. I think I got like 7 picks in my pocket. I'm just gonna put all these back.
Works every time, half the time.
That's 4. Yeah, 4. Okay. It's called Don't Tell Me Goodbye. I wrote this for a friend of mine down in Mississippi a long time ago.
Just crack a smile, then I dust off my bag and settle in for the ride. I'm already drinking double, it's not even noon. I just laugh and tell myself I'll see you real soon. You know the hardest thing about hello is saying goodbye. So come on over, darling, and sit with me a while. 'Cause nothing ever makes me happy like seeing you smile. I got no real good reason to think about you all the time. Tell me if you got to, don't tell me goodbye. The sun was shining in Portland, and that don't happen much, but not a cloud in the sky. The first time we touched when you took my hand, and there was nothing left to say. Yeah, you gave me a feeling like I'd never known. And even when you're not here, I don't feel alone. Just knowing you're there when you're so far away. So come on over, darling, and sit with me a while. Nothing ever made me happy like seeing you smile. I got no real good reason to think about you all the time. So tell me what you got to, don't tell me goodbye. The leaves in the fall, this whole summer went by in no time at all. I guess that's how it goes with this ride we're on. And I'll miss you when you're gone, of that I've no doubt. I sure wish there was a way we could figure this thing out, but there ain't no solution when nobody's wrong. So come on over, darling, and sit with me a while. 'Cause nothing ever made me happy like seeing you smile. I got no real good reason to think about you all the time. So tell me what you got to, don't tell me goodbye. So tell me what you got to, don't tell me goodbye. That's how that one goes.
Shout out to my stepdad, Stuart Forming, down in Atlanta, Georgia. That one was for you. That's his favorite song on the album. While we're doing shout outs, I don't know when ever is the appropriate time. I want to give a shout out to my boy Casey Crease in Denver, Colorado, holding it down, slinging roofs, taking names. Also to my boy Don Hudgens in Austin, Texas. Know you guys are tuning in and tuning up. Happy y'all are watching.
Is this an intermission or just a pause? I just don't have it. You gotta do the boom.
He tells stories all the time.
The boom.
Thought he was gonna.
I played it out and everything, and it just didn't work.
It's just the timing, man. I tell you.
Yeah. So this next one is a title track off of the album we got out. All About the Timing is the name of the record. All About the Timing is the name of the song. This one's just it's kind of a funny nod, you know, to how most people spend their whole lives making all these grand plans and trying to plan things out and making sure there's gas in the car and, you know, whatever else. Bills are paid, food in the fridge. But, you know, some of the greatest things in life come out by things not working out. You know, you forgot to put gas in the car, so you had to stop, and then you met the coolest person you ever met in your life, you know. You never know what might happen. They were out of the fish, so I ordered the cheeseburger, and it was the greatest cheeseburger I ever had. You know, now I go to that place just for a cheeseburger. You just never really know. But it is the little things in life that kind of switch it up for everybody. And that was the inspiration for this song a long time ago. And I ended up calling the album that because I won't get into it. We don't have enough time tonight. But I ended up in Alaska. I know the people I know. I got the friends that I've got. I got to make the record I made all because of a crazy bunch of small little things that all happened to happen at the same time. So this one's called All About the Timing. Well, the path that you follow, the life that you choose, they're both yours to win and they're both yours to lose. We try to make a few choices, just doing the best we can, going through the motions like it's part of a plan. It's all about the timing, it's not about the plan. If it wasn't for the timing, I might be your man. But see, we got no control, so do the best you can. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. Say the top's no destination, it's all about the ride. So be careful what you wait around on, 'cause life it'll pass you by. So dance like nobody's watching, live each day like it's your last. And keep on looking forward, baby, don't you worry about the past. It's all about the timing, it's not about the plan. If it wasn't for the timing, no, I might be your man. See, we got no control, so do the best you can. It's all about the timing, not about the plan.
once gave me some advice I found real sound. He said, even when you want to stop it, you know the world keeps spinning round. So be proud of what you do, boy, and don't try to please them all. And if it don't kill you, it'll make you stronger. So go on and get up when you fall. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. If it wasn't for the timing, you know it might be your man. See, we got no control, so do the best you can. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. It's all about the timing, not about the plan. All right.
I also
Shout out.
wanna, oh, what were you going to give a shout out to?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I wanted to give a shout out to this whole crew helping us and being our audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really
Turn the
quick.
cameras around, do a quick camera selfie.
Say hi to your parents.
Hey. Really? I mean, this is so fun. Sound like we're in a studio.
We are in a studio.
Yeah. That's why we sound like we're in a studio.
You want to do a new one, Roland?
But I mean, like the first time I ever like went in a booth and had to sing and with headphones and all, I was like not doing it right. And about half a day, and the producer was like, "Okay, man, listen. I don't know what's wrong, but this is not what you did on the stage when I saw you at the show, and for fuck's sakes, it's gonna show. Like, I don't know what you're afraid of, but you gotta shake that shit off, because you're wasting your time and my time, and more importantly, your money." So let's just, let's work on through that. So I'm glad we're not having that problem. I feel just as at home as if I was in my home, even though we're in John's home. So it's a good thing we're in somebody's home, because I fucking feel at home right now. That happened. So this next song is not on the current record. It's going to be on our new record coming out in this time next year. It's about the follies of being a songwriter that nobody's ever heard of. Most people don't know what that's like, but the guys that do know what it's like really love this song, and most of the people that don't know what that's like really like this song. So as you've seen thus far tonight, I spend a lot of time telling stories and explaining the songs I wrote. And so sometimes I'll do that, and it'll be in an old crowded pool hall or something, or at least pre-COVID, it would be in an old honky-tonk with peanut shells on the floor or what have you. And I'd tell a great story and get one laugh out of one guy, and then I'd play the song, and then before I was even done playing the song, somebody would come walking up the stage and ask me if I could play Sweet Home Alabama. And that's a generic one, that's an easy one, everybody could guess that, but I mean, you get quests for all kind of stuff. One time I had a drunk lady come up and lean on, spill beer on my monitor that was brand new, and said, "Hey man, you know any Twisted Sister?" I was by myself, mind you. Now, solo, acoustic guitar. I was like, I can cover like John Prine, but no, I don't. Dee Snider? Are you serious? Anyway, we're not gonna take it. So that was the original inspiration for this song. I'll reference some other great requests I've gotten. Some I liked, some I did not like. Some of them are some of my most revered inspirations. But this one's called The Cover Band Blues, and I hope y'all like it. And if you don't like it, just go listen to a cover band and leave me the hell alone. Well, I'm sorry, mister, but we can't play Twisted Sister. I'm afraid I don't know any Motley Crue. And oh yeah, I'm sure they burned it down when they played Sweet Home Alabama. But that's something that we just can't do. But if you might be in the mood for a sad old song about some old dude you've never heard of, well, I got one for you. Cover band blues, I got them cover band blues. 'Cause nobody wants to hear a song about how all my nights are long. Just play some Skinner and keep them all amused. Oh yeah, I'm sure it'd make your day if I could play sitting on the dock of the bay. Otis was a man, I will agree. And I'll admit I heard it said they sound more like the Grateful Dead than the Grateful Dead ever sounded like themselves. You ever hear the Dark Star Orchestra? But when it comes to Shakedown Street, the boys and me got two left feet. But I did write one about a hippie named Joe. Cover band blues, I got them cover band blues. Yeah, nobody really gives a damn to hear about my master plan or my thoughts on what I saw on the news. Lay it on 'em, Matthew. Tell if it's a curse or it's the best thing or the worst. It's happened when it happened suddenly. I started writing all my problems down, trying to come up with a happy sound, 'cause I was pretty sure they weren't just happening to me. I thought if no one likes it, well that's just fine, 'cause making all of my problems rhyme is a whole lot cheaper than going to therapy. Cover band blues, I got them cover band blues. Yeah, nobody wants to sit around and hear about what's got me down. Just play Garth Brooks and keep them all amused. Cover band blues, I got them cover band blues. 'Cause nobody wants to hear a song about my whole life full of doing wrong. Just play Wagon Wheel and keep them all amused. You know, I wrote that song after the first record had come out, but we hadn't done our album release show. And so we did the album release show, and we were playing all the songs, and it's like, man, let's do that new one. Let's do the cover band blues. And I told the whole story, blah, 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 blah. And then we played it, and that last line, just play Wagon Wheel and keep everybody amused, you know. And I'll be damned, the very first thing that somebody in the crowd said, this old lady looked up and she said, "So, can you guys play Wagon Wheel?" It's like, ma'am, I don't think you heard any of the story that I told before that, but thank you for validating the reason that I wrote it. Karen. And that was before Karen was a thing. For the record, no, we don't know Wagon Wheel. Nothing against Bob Dylan or the Old Crow Medicine Show. You know, of course not. But when Hootie came out with it, dude, it was just beat to death. It was too much. Headed down south to the land of the pine.
So you do know Wagon Wheel.
All right, here we go.
This is a song about being yourself. I wrote this one when somebody made the offhanded comment that I might be a little bit too old to be running around in these old bars and honky-tonks and music festivals and things such as that, playing these songs that I made up. So, man, when are you going to grow up and, like, figure it out? I said, well, first of all, I have a way better job than you do. And second of all, never. I'm never going to be too old to make up songs and play them for my friends because that's my favorite thing on earth to do. So
go drive around in your BMW, because he drove a BMW and he couldn't afford it, for the record. And that's obviously your thing. You know, my thing is making up songs and playing them in bars for drunk people. So, you know, I'm probably going to do that for as long as it makes me happy.
Who are probably drinking because they're driving a BMW right now.
Yeah. But I'll also play them, you know, in home studios and all other kinds of places such as that.
And your shit's paid off.
Yeah, my truck is 15 years old, but it is paid for. This is called Being Me. Well, being me ain't easy, but I guess it ain't hard too. Maybe that's just what makes me me, and that's what makes you you. You know, I wish I knew some way to keep smiling all the time. Say that ain't no way to be, so I guess I'll just quit trying. And people seem to think I am what I ain't. I would change my ways if I could, but I can't. So I guess I'll just have to keep on being me. And try to understand or do what I can, but I'll have no regrets if it ain't your plan. 'Cause I'm just gonna keep on being me. Well, it's a funny old world full of ins and outs. When you're up, it seems like you never fall down. When you're down, it seems like you never get up. Don't matter how hard you try. It's a guessing game, it's win or lose. Think you got it beat, but you just can't choose. It's the way it's gonna play at the end of the day. So just try to enjoy the ride. People seem to think I am what I ain't. I would change my ways if I could, but I can't. So I guess I'll just have to keep on being me. Try to understand or do what I can, but I'll have no regrets if it isn't your plan. 'Cause I'm just gonna keep on being me. Well, ain't nobody perfect, so do what I can, and I'll try to get by and understand the way that it is and the way it used to be, for I worry how it's gonna be next. Try not to make promises that I can't keep, but I really wouldn't go counting on me, 'cause it may not work out the way you want, but you couldn't say you weren't told. People seem to think I am what I ain't. I would change my ways if I could, but I can't. So I guess I'll just have to keep on being me. And try to understand, I'll do what I can, but I'll have no regrets if it ain't your plan. 'Cause I'm just gonna keep on being me. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on being me. Hey, you know, just be yourself, friends. I always feel like way too corny saying that, but you know, that is what that song is about. So this next one is called Lonely Blues. It's about being lonely, and I wrote it when I was lonely. Well, I've been singing these lonely blues for how long I can't remember. The only love I got is with my local
bartender. She doesn't ask for much as long as you pay your tab every night. She always knows what not to say to make me feel alright. Lonely blues taking over me. Lonely blues, well, can't you just set me free? From the top of my head to the bottom of my shoes, I can't seem to shake them. I'm tired of paying dues. Sometimes it seems all I got are these lonely blues. Well, I'll tell you about all of my troubles if I thought you'd really care. But you know I sure wouldn't blame you if all you did was sit and stare. 'Cause if the truth be told, you know I'd probably just do the same. The last thing that I'm looking for is somebody else to blame. Lonely blues taking over me. Lonely blues, well, can't you just set me free? From the top of my head to the bottom of my shoes, I can't seem to shake them. I'm tired of paying dues. Sometimes it seems all I got are these lonely blues. Well, I guess that's just the way that it is. I guess that's just what I've got. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, if you want it that way or not. I wish I had a few answers and wasn't stuck wearing these old soap shoes. Then maybe I could get along without these lonely blues. Lonely blues taking over me. Lonely blues, but can't you just set me free? From the top of my head to the bottom of my shoes, I can't seem to shake them. I'm tired of paying dues. Times it seems all I got are these lonely blues. Yeah, sometimes it seems all I got are these lonely blues. All right. We got time for a couple of more here.
What time is it? Alaska?
Well, I come in last night at 10:30. That baby of mine wouldn't let me in, so move it on over. Slide it on over. Move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. Well, she told me not to mess around, but I done let the deal go down, so move it on over. Just slide it on over. Move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. Well, she chained the lock on my back door. Now my key won't fit no more, so move it on over. Just slide it on over. Yeah, move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. To mess around, but I done let the deal go down, so move it on over. Just slide it on over. Yeah, move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. Well, listen to me, dog, before you start to whine. That side yours and this side mine, so won't you move it on over? Just slide it on over. Yeah, move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. What do you say, man? You warmed up? Yours and this side mine, so won't you move it on over? Just slide it on over. Yeah, move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. 'Cause you threw me out just as pretty as you please. Pretty soon I'll be scratching, please. So won't you move it on over? Just slide it on over. Yeah, move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. Said, move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. Said, move over, little dog. The big bad dog is moving in. That was a Hank Williams Sr. song. Alvin wrote that one for Hank Williams Sr. back in 1953.
He's a good man.
So yeah, we've played 9 out of the 10 songs on the album. We've done a couple of covers, a couple of new songs that we got coming out here soon. We're going to do a couple of more. Before we go any further, though, we got to do some more introductions. Back there on the bass guitar, keeping everybody in line. He's from Chugiak, Alaska. He really likes long walks on the beach. He hates the long walks that it takes to get there. He likes to wear flip-flops. He hates cold boots. He once taught a cat how to surf on the big island of Hawaii. His dad calls him Miho. His girlfriend calls him Darlin'. Me and the boys call him a damn good man, my very best friend. The great northern lumberjack, the Chugiak choo-choo train on the bass guitar, keeping everybody nice and funky and grooving. That is Alvin the Man Fernandez. All right, this is the last song on the new record we got out. This one's called Keep Moving On. It's a breakup song that I wrote on the side of the Alcan Highway. I was driving up here in the spring of 2018, and I spoken to my ex-girlfriend. She called to remind me that she still didn't like me. She still thought I was an asshole, and I said, hey, this is going to work out. This is going to work out. And I don't know that it's worked out. I like to think that it has. But I did get a good song out of it. Like most of the bad stuff that's happened in my life.
does make for a good song. So this one here is called Keep Moving On.
That's one.
Got to stop doing that. Sometimes life is tough and it ain't always fair. I know that's what you thought when you told me I don't care. But you left me no choice and so I had to go. Can't make you believe that I didn't know. Can't say I was wrong, I can't say I was right. And I guess that I could have put up a fight. But I found it best when things go so wrong, pack up my bag and just keep moving on. Tell your sister I've missed her and I understand why we don't talk and why we can't be friends. Tell her I'm obliged for walking away, saying nothing at all when she had nothing nice to say. Can't say you were wrong, I can't say I was right. And I guess that I could have put up a fight. But I found it best when things go so wrong to pack up my bag and just keep moving on. Well, your folks never liked me and I never knew why, 'cause I'd done nothing wrong and all I could do was try. Imagine my heartache when I found it was true, that the reason that they never liked me was you. Can't say you were wrong, I can't say I was right. And I guess that I could have put up a fight. But I found it best when things go so wrong to pack up my bag and just keep moving on. Yeah, to pack up my bag and just keep moving on. Pack it up and keep moving on. That was the last song on the new record. And stroke of genius by the producer. He said, man, we'll put that one at the very end because, you know, pack it up, keep moving on into the record. I was like, man, I never even would have thought of that. That was a good song placement. It's really fun working with a producer as good as Bob Hamilton because he just knows so many things that you don't know, you know. And it just makes it easy. It's just like, yep. That's I would have never thought of that, but I'm glad you thought of that. So let's just do it that way. So this next one, I was debating on whether or not we should play this one because we were kind of keeping it a secret because it's going to be a #1 hit. But we're going to do it for you. This is going to be a title track on our next record. This one's called For the Record. I would explain to you what this one is about, but There's no need. You'll get it. I promise. You'll get it. Reading through your last goodbye, I don't see any point in asking why. Your reasons are about what I'd expected. So a somber storm seems to be my norm. It's all never looks so old and worn. I never meant to make you feel disrespected. I never do when I do what I've always done. I'll be the first to tell you I'm the first to run. I thought no one got hurt, but I guess I stand corrected. But for the record, you know I still think about you. I would love to have found a way to have made you mine. I don't know why things go the way they go, yet it seems they always do. But I've been thinking about you. For the record, well, we both loved the time we shared. No way you could say that I didn't care. Well, I just ain't no good at saying bye. But I never meant to cause you pain or leave you standing in the rain. It breaks my heart to know I made you cry. And I hope someday you'll understand I've always done the best I can. And I know that ain't enough without asking why. But for the record, you know I still think about you. And I would love to have found a way to have made you mine. And I don't know why things go the way they go, yet it seems they always do. But I've been thinking about you. For the record, I suppose it's no one's place to say what's right or wrong, so come what may, I hope it all works out in the end. Just go your way and I'll go mine, and I'm sure that we'll both be fine. And baby, just maybe we can still be friends. And at least we'll know that we both tried, and in the end we never lied. And while it ain't so happy, it's still an end. For the record, you know I still think about you. I would love to have found a way to have made you mine. And I don't know why things go the way they go, yet it seems they always do. But I've been thinking about you. For the record. Hey, that one was called For the Record. So we got time for one more here. before we even get started, over there on the drum kit with the brand new graphics, you can't see them because the bass drum is facing us and not facing you, but he has a brand new graphics on his bass drum that says the Roland Roberts Band. It's got a sweet train. Oh, wait, you can see them.
Hey yo.
Look at that camera action. The High Plains Drifter himself, the proud son of North Platte, Nebraska. As soon as we get us a #1 hit on the radio, the first thing we're going to do when we're famous is get Wally's face on a billboard on the side of Interstate 80 saying, "Matthew Wallace welcomes you to North Platte, Nebraska." Grammy-winning drummer, beatmaster extraordinaire, keeping everybody's toes tapping and their hands clapping. Proud father of 2, but an even prouder son of the Northern Plains. Going back to that song I said a long time ago, there's a lot of great things on the Northern Plains of Nebraska that nobody knows about, and Matthew Wallace happens to be one of their best kept secrets. From North Platte, Nebraska, on the drum kit, that is Matt Wallace, keeping us all shaking and moving. If I hadn't said it 37 times already, my name is Roland Roberts. This is another new song we're going to put on our next record. This one's called Alaska Time. For those of my friends listening all over the lower 48, you probably didn't even know that Alaska's got its own time zone. It's called Alaska Time. As soon as I found that out, thought that would be a great title for a song. So this one here is called Alaska Time. Sometimes it's day when it's night. Sometimes it's nighttime when it's day. Time comes with a state of mind. Green skies and 2 a.m. sunshine. But everybody I know is doing fine on Alaska time. Here by mistake, you gotta get lost to find your way. We've all come this far, so I guess we'll stay. It's never too hot, it's never too cold. Make you feel young when you're old. You don't need a reason or a rhyme on Alaska time. Everybody thinks you lost it when you tell them where you found it. Ask you, man, are you out of your mind? Nobody knows just how we do it, but we know there's nothing to it. There ain't nothing that can stop your shine on Alaska time.
told me they know, because it came up on some boat back in the late summer of '99. It ain't for everyone, I'd have to agree, but that's just where you could find me, trying to catch them fish that swim backwards in July on Alaska time. Tell them where you found it, asking, man, are you out of your mind? Nobody knows just how we do it, but we know there's nothing to it. There ain't nothing that can stop your shine on Alaska time, on Alaska time, on Alaska time, on Alaska time. Thanks again for checking us out, everybody, with the Roland Roberts Band. Look us up on Facebook or internet, so everywhere you go, we'll be seeing you later on this summer. Have a good night. Cheers, everybody. That's how you do that there, boys.
Okay. Okay. Ah! You're in your homes and you're clapping because you liked what just happened. Yeah. You remember that drive, that really long drive we've been going on for so long? That one that's cross country but otherworldly. You keep winding up in these strange places, these back alleys, these dentists' offices, these wooded pavilions. There was that one speakeasy where no one looked or talked at you, but you just kept having a drink appear in front of you. So, you've carried on. You think that perhaps you've made it maybe Northern Oregon? You're not really sure. There are no road signs anywhere, no speed limit signs. Strangers have helped you with your car along the way. Your car has done mysterious things, such as stop for no reason. Literally, a hand points out and has you go in a particular direction. All the while, these cassettes keep burning their way, melting into your cassette deck. And you can breathe easy now. You can breathe easy. In, out, in, out. Because the last town in which you stopped was somehow the most comfortable yet discomforting place you've been. And you witnessed a flock of birds. And that flock of birds was the Roland Roberts Band. In the description of this video, you will see if you'd like to support, which you do if you're able. If you'd like to support the musicians, the incredible musicians that you heard tonight, you can find their Venmo at Roland-Roberts. That's Roland-Roberts Venmo. If you want to support us, support what we do, you can also find that there. Also, I was incorrect. Apparently, John, who I'm no longer going to ask if we're going to cut his bangs, he changed his Instagram name. So if you want to follow us, it's just at John's Home Studio at Instagram. How convenient. I'm Sarah Jean Wash Your Hands. You are here with us live at John's Home Studio. We do this almost every Friday at 6:30 p.m. AK Standard Time. You know the spiel. Not going to do it today. So glad to be here with you. So glad you are here with us. So glad to be here with the Roland Roberts Band. Please go check them out on Spotify and Apple Music and wherever you find music. Please go to their website at rolandrobertsband.com. Do it. You know you wanna. Yeah!